Hey kids, thanks for joining me in the garage again today. We're going to be doing a little bit of battery cable crimping today. So we're going to be using this tool that I have. You've just seen this in my toolbox tour. Take a look up here if you haven't seen that already. So like, subscribe, comment down below. See you in just a minute. All right, I've done crimping on battery cables a bunch of different ways. There's a good way and a bad way. On some of these, what I've done, especially on the larger ones, I'll get my blowtorch out and I'll fill this full of solder and just kind of like dimp that in there. That's not the best way. Solder can kind of be brittle, and so over time it'll crack and then kind of come loose. So using a crimping tool like this, you don't really have to worry about that. It snugs that down tight around the wire. And so I'm going to show you how to get this done. The nice thing about this, as you can see on here, there's, you can turn, like right now I have it on 8 gauge, but you can basically turn these depending on which gauge you want to use. So makes it really easy for different gauges. That way you don't, you kind of use just one tool for all your different gauges. This goes up to 1/0 gauge. So I think the first thing we'll do here, got some 8 gauge here. We'll get this cut up. So you'll see you want just enough to fit that, kind of butt up against this end here. That way when you crimp it, it comes out really nice. So the way we're going to do this is just kind of, let's get this out of the way here. Get this kind of measured up, and then we're just going to use a box knife, kind of come around. I do have a wire stripping tool, just doesn't work on this thick stuff though. So just kind of get that pulled off there, another little spot. There. So now you have a nice, so now when you fit this in here, you can see, just barely comes out the end a little bit. So that's just right. So what we're going to do here now is we'll get this set to, so we've got it set on 8. It's going to be really hard to see, but that's set on 8. And so we'll get this connector in there, just like that. And then we'll put the wire down in there. And actually, I'm going to cut just a little bit off the end here. I think I did just a little on the long side. All right. And get that down in there. It's a little bit tricky doing this by yourself, but I should be able to manage. So you can get this, should be able to see how that's in there. And then it's just a matter of getting that cranked down tight. There. So you can see, puts a nice solid crimp on that. then you can just, put a little bit of heat shrink on there and be good to go. So also have a piece of 4 gauge. So that's, again, a nice thing. You might not be able to see this, but we can take this, spin it around till we get to 4 gauge right there. There. So I've got a little piece of 4 gauge wire right here. This one should just fit right in there. It's a little bit better fit. And then we'll get this put in. Make sure it's in there good and tight. And give it a good old squeeze. There. Another really nice crimp. So this is, a good tool to have. And they're not terribly expensive. I think I paid like 20 or 30 bucks for this, and it really saved itself for being able to do these crimps. I mean, this is a really good, solid crimp. This is not going anywhere. So, hey, so there you have it. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're watching for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Keep on rinsing.